Previously on Paranormal Contact.
The area directly below me, which is that little wing on the second floor, I just don't feel welcome there.
I don't feel great in this room. Like, I want to go like this and just...
Do you know where Emily is? What room does Emily sleep in?
Five.
Is she there with Kelly?
Hello.
Emily, is that you now? Are you here now?
Hide.
Are you hiding, Emily?
Again, I just heard what sounded like a giggle.
Are you playing hide and seek?
Maybe. I miss.
I miss. What do you miss?
Harland. Harland.
Do you know what? I have rocks in my pocket. Do you want to see my rocks, Emily? I keep them in this pouch so I don't lose them. Because that's how much I love rocks. Okay, here they are. And I have one more. It's in the shape of a stick, but it's a rock. And it's called selenite. And this rock is called smoky quartz. And this rock, this purple rock, purple is my favorite color. This rock is an amethyst. And this rock is called clear quartz. If you'd like to, you can play with my rocks.
I think we're almost done here. So if there's anything else you want to say, you should say it now.
No.
You don't want us to go? Or you don't want to say goodbye? I hope your time here is peaceful and you...
Bye.
With both experiments concluded and the results documented, the team decides to turn in for the night. They'll regroup in the morning and determine their next steps.
At 4:53 a.m., I heard the REM pod go off. Now the situation is that I turned on a TV, so I had like a little bit of, not even background noise, just a little bit of light or whatever have you, because I'm trying to keep myself awake a little bit. But I set up the REM pod in one of the chairs on its case as far away from everything as possible, and I left it for a while to make sure nothing was interfering with it. So it kind of had a baseline feeling for the fact that nothing right there is doing anything. And I set that up around 1 o'clock in the morning. 4:53 a.m., it goes off, all on its own. And I sat there and I stared at it for a minute, and it was going off. And it wasn't like a beep, beep, beep. It was a continuous howl. And then all of a sudden it kind of went nuts, like something was scurrying. And then it was done. And the light just blinked a little bit. With everything that happened last night, I think that we have a focus that we need to do today. There's a couple of things that I'd really like to do. For one, there was a theory about the closet in room 2 that we were looking at. So we want to test that. We want to play around with that for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And now we did have some potential explanations for that, but let's have some fun with it for a couple of minutes, because it was in your head. And it was in my head.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have some fun with it for a minute.
Okay.
And then after that, we're going to spend some time together. But very specifically, the reason I spent the night in room 6 last night was because I'm the kind of person that I just like to jump in head first. Mm-hmm. You had a physical ill feeling about that room. Mm-hmm. I was unnerved when I first walked into the room, but nothing like you were. I was just kind of like, ooh, that's creepy. The doll in the corner. Or it's not even a doll. It's like a baby holding a fish statue. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Like I had a very physical, visceral effect in that room.
Okay.
And I had to leave the room.
You had to leave the room. Okay.
Because it was affecting me that badly.
So I decided to jump into that room, because if you had that kind of a feeling, then all I could think to myself is, I wonder what I'll get that night, just even being there. And we did get something. Mm-hmm. So the fact that more activity happened to me technically without prompt in that room, and you had the feelings, I think that what we need to do is go in, sit down, and just kind of work together to see if we can take one last time to try to make contact. And we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right, let's set up and go.
All right. Last night I had a wondering if the closet door would open on its own during the night. So I'm coming in now to check to see if it is opened. It's opened a bit, but I don't, nothing that I would say, yes, it opened. I guess that theory is either incorrect or just didn't happen last night. So, okay.
Kelly and Jeff continue up to the third floor to meet Adam and prepare for their final investigation.
Okay. I just need to center myself before I re-enter this room.
You don't have to come in here right now. We can finish setting up. If you wanted to relax for a couple of minutes in your room, recenter yourself.
Okay.
We'll come and get you in a moment.
Okay. As we light these candles, we invite Spirit to step forward and communicate with us through love, light, and with the highest of intentions.
Okay. I'm going to turn on the spirit box now.
But before the session can even begin, there are already technical issues with the equipment.
As we know, spirits typically have the ability to manipulate our equipment. That's why we have some of these paranormal equipment devices in play in the field, because spirits are able to manipulate it. In terms of equipment malfunction, it can certainly happen in an investigation. We've all seen it happen with cameras, with batteries, but when there starts to be more going on than just battery drainage is when you really have to start questioning, what are we dealing with here?
It's really weird because I had the filter all pre-set up. You okay, Kelly?
I hurt.
You're hurting?
Oh.
Talk to me.
It hurts.
What hurts?
My whole body, take it away. Take it away. Oh.
Kelly! I need Kelly to come back. Kelly! 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 Hi. Hi. It's Adam. You okay?
I have to leave.
Okay. 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 Just get her to lie down for a second.
Being a medium, you're aware of these risks that potentially could come into play. I think it's very important for a medium to understand what these risks might be. However, given certain situations, new things can arise all the time. And so it's important to tell the people around you how to get you out of a really sticky situation if you need some help.
So, due to the circumstances that we just experienced with Kelly, Jeff and I are going to proceed to try to communicate, open up a line of communication and dialogue. As you can see, the equipment is actually kind of already kicking off like this, but the equipment's been sitting here for 10 minutes with almost nothing going off, only whenever I had moved something or re-established it. So the REM pod is picking up something. The SLS is picking up something. It's still over there on the bed?
Yeah.
So I do believe that we have a presence with us still. It had temporarily taken ownership of Kelly by the looks of it. And when we snapped her back in, she's gone out of the room now. The EMF is not picking up anything, but the REM pod is picking up something. So I'm going to turn on the spirit box and see if we can get anything in the communication. We have the EVP running too, and the EVP is actually on the bed. So if there's any kind of communication that we can't hear, Are you getting that? That just kicked off yellow. I'm going spirit box coming on. please come forward and talk to us. I'd really like to talk to whoever is here. I will. Just for the sake of it, I'm even gonna zero that off. That one sounded like go away. Go. Go just came up again. I ended up like this? Said I ended up like this. Okay. Whoever's here, please come forward. Is there still something on the SOS? Same spot. There's a lot of them? Can you tell me your name? So I'm like, what's going on here? There's a lot coming through, but it's hard to keep up. Turn that off. We just want to talk. Can somebody please come forward? If that's you sitting on the bed, please come over. It's gone from the bed. Any other indication in the room? Pardon? You want me to leave? Okay. Je suis fatigué. Tired.
Kelly? Kelly? Hey. Hey. Okay. It's okay.
After this second incident with Kelly, Jeff and Adam make the decision to end the session.
We'd like to thank you for your time and communicating with us. With all due respect, we are going to end the session with the highest of intentions. Once again, we thank you very much for your time. We're going to end the session with the highest of intentions. We wish you the best, and we hope that you move on. Thank you. So we just came downstairs from the last experiment and testing that we wanted to do, which didn't exactly go as planned, but very specifically, Due to the events that had happened, I want to ask you, do you remember anything about what just occurred? And if you do, what do you remember?
So I don't remember much.
Okay.
I remember entering the room. I remember lighting the candles and sitting down and waiting for you to get the spirit box working.
Okay.
And then I remember you taking me back to room 5.
Okay.
And then I remember our producer, Jeff, grabbing me by the shoulders and staring me dead in the eye and almost shaking me. And then he asked me if I was okay, and I said yes. And then he took me back to room 5 again.
Yeah, it's interesting. It was very interesting. So, but that's what happened with you there.
That's almost exactly what happened to me the night before when I did my walkthrough.
And you did your
Only
walkthrough.
I was coherent and I remember everything. But when I walked in there, I physically
You were ill. You hurt.
white-knuckled and felt all gnarled up, and my body just kind of sank into this old lady position, and I felt like I was 95 years old and dying in that room.
Okay. So with that, we couldn't really do much else. So we decided to, out of pure respect, pack up, close off, and kind of start packing up the gear. But in the end, there's, with any building that's got a history, a varied history such as this one here, you're going to have your love, your loss, your hurt, your happiness. There's nothing about this place that says evil,
No.
bad. There's nothing about that. It's life.
Life.
It's energy that's
Exactly.
flowed through this place throughout the many years.
Yeah.
And you could pick any building in any town in Nova Scotia and get the same feelings for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, somebody had obviously had a hard time, and that energy exists here, and it's communicated very well through someone such as yourself. It's painful to see, it's painful to hear, it's painful to act upon, but we also experienced a lot of joy in this building. Childhood joy.
Yes.
We were communicated with very well at various times. In terms of activity in this building, we've seen some stuff.
We did.
Whether somebody can definitively say what that is, how that came to be, or who it is, or whatever have you, it's not for me to say at this point. But there's definitely an air about this place,
Absolutely.
and it's interesting. And you know, I hope more people come by and feel what we had felt.
Yeah.
It adds to the experience of such an old, beautiful
It
building.
does. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll finish packing up everything. We'll have a final meet with the owners and thank them for their time.
Yep.
And we'll head on our way very shortly.
Okay.
Let's go.
Great.